Yo, what's up, guys? It's Shiny Doug here. Sorry that I haven't been posting. My mom still hasn't got my VR from my brother's house. I left it. But I want to talk about some VR chat drama. I stopped being on VR chat and I started to cry a lot. And these are I had relationships on VR chat. I had like 2 relationships, but let me just talk about them. Let's go. Alright, so this is a guy that I was dating. I'm not sure if I was actually dating him, but these are one of the niggas that tried to expose me for having sex with 14 men, which I never did. But these are one of the niggas that's one of the guys' friends, and I thought we were friends until they tried to expose me. They got my address, and then they tried to expose me and all of this and stuff like that, and I was over it. Let's talk about the other guy. And these are one of the other guys that literally tried to expose me. And I know this is because he's friends with the guy, because I searched up his YouTube channel when we was all friends, right? And at the time, I thought we were friends. And I'm going to get to that part where I show y'all their main YouTube channel where I'm getting all this information from. But, this is his friend's YouTube channel, but let's get to the actual drama, because it's gonna be so much drama unfolded, because that I went through. They tried so many times to expose me, talking about I'm a hoe, oh I did this, I did that, which I never did. They even, mind you, they even had a thing where they tried to do something and they tried to copy my VR chat username, but I'm about to get to it. Give me a sec. Okay, this is the guy that made a bunch of happen, and to the point where my closest boyfriends, and when I mean by boyfriends, they're not my boyfriends, they're friends that are boys. And basically, this guy runs the whole operation. I met these guys by basically, I joined the lobby and I met them. And then they asked me, do you make music? So I said yes. After that, I started to make music for them, and they make like BandLab music or whatever music in the VR chat studios or whatever, right? So after that, I have to swallow spit, mind you guys. And after that had happened, sometimes they would ask me to be in their little YouTube music videos. I would say yes. They will ask me to do twerk on them and stuff like that, and I'm like, ew. But then they said, oh, do it please, nothing sexual, because all the guys had girlfriends by the time where they shoot the music videos. And by this time, they didn't accuse me of anything. Cool. Then when in late like maybe March or so, January, February, March, April, May, June, yeah, May, January, February, March. Well, April or May, I'm not pretty sure. They started to accuse me. Then I started to date this guy. I dated like about 3 guys on there. And the relationship was short. They broke up with me. So basically, let me explain. Let's break it down. So, I was dating this guy first named, I'm not sure what his name was because I forgot that. I forgot. So after I started dating him, he started to do this weird shit on me, and he was like, oh babe, you want to go in this room and stuff, you want to have VR chat stuff, what I can't not say. I said, no nigga, I don't do that on VR chat. And after that, I broke up with the nigga because he was all doing this weird stuff and stuff like that. I told my friends. Then they tried to hook me up with this other guy. I'm not sure what his name was. And then this other guy, he tried to do the same stuff on me. Because they pimp around, walk around, whatever they do. And then I met this white boy named Jacob. They didn't hook me up with Jacob. Yeah, I had 4 relationships. And Jacob was very nice. Like, Jacob would walk me through things, and since my friends didn't like white people, I didn't break up with Jacob because they didn't like him. I broke up with him because he started to ghost me after I told him that I was hanging more with my friends. Not talking about the boy guys, I was talking about the girls. And he always wanted me to hang by him, so then I ended up breaking up with him. Then he wanted me to get back together with him. Then we talked a little bit. Then when I told him who I was, he blocked me again. Well, blocked me, and I blocked him. So after that, let's get to the thing. Froggy. I met this boy named Froggy. Froggy was pimping. Literally, I didn't know that because I was mad gullible. And basically, Froggy, we dated for about 2 hours. That's how all the fucking drama started. So look, the first ever drama that happened was when they told me that Froggy was about 14. And mind you, Froggy was fucking 14. Damn. And since Froggy was 14, what happened? Damn, I gotta think, I forgot. Okay, now I remember, because it was like a little closed space in my brain. So, after we figured out he was 14, I ended up breaking up with him. Then, his brother ended up nagging me into getting back with him, because Froggy was, stalking me, literally. Since he was friends with my friends, which were boys, basically, he would, tell the boys to tell me that I wanted to basically set up him with me again, and I didn't like him. So then, I'm running out of time, but let me just skip to the part where everything downfalled. Okay, let's get to the part. Anyways, after I got back together with him after he was nagging me, there was a whole situation where one day I was in another lobby than him. I was in the little 1v whatever box. It's like a box where everybody talks in it. And since my friends, I had got mad at them. What they basically did was they got somebody to copy my username, which you might be like, oh, you can't copy usernames on VR chat. I don't know fucking how did they do it, but it seemed like either they photoshopped it or not. Because basically what they did was they photoshopped it and then they doubled down into the point where they make me sound like I did it. And you might be like, Kennedy, nobody can do that. There's voice changes. Many occasions, I suspected them, but I didn't really think of it. And they kept on telling me, oh, Kennedy, can I record your voice? And I'll be like, yeah, for a music video or what, right? Then after that, it was a whole video of me, well, not me, of somebody acting like me, and I was doing all this stuff. I was doing with everybody. I was doing everything, and they said it was me, which it wasn't, because by the time, as I explained, I wasn't in the room. So then, after that, they did a thing where they got 14 boys, which were everybody's friends, to look like I set up something so I can do a porno, which I can't say it on YouTube, which is a thing where a bunch of guys get on top of a girl and, yes, S.A. her. And after all of that, they still blamed me. So then they told my friends that I did all of this. Then everybody got on me. And then they started to blame me. Every time I would join the lobby, they would say, oh my God, aren't you the girl that did this and that, right? Then they doubled down and said that I sent a boy a pic. Yo, they do too much. Which, guys, all of this stuff that they're saying is not true. I never did none of this. I dated some of the guys, but I never did that with them because it's weird. all this stuff having in VR is weird, to be honest, to me. But after that, they got my friend Bella, which was dating this guy named Mickey Mouse. They got this girl named Bella, which was my friend. I met her to basically lie and said I did all this stuff because they had a clip of them faking. Well, technically, it was Bella. Yeah, because she was dating one of the guys. Yeah. I met the guy because, yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, after that, Bella literally did it with them. Then she said that I did it so she can clear her name out of all the things. And then they turned on Bella, then said on their YouTube channels, which I don't know their YouTube channels, I got this information from somebody else. They basically ended up saying that Bella did all of this stuff with me, which I wasn't cool with Bella after she blamed me for everything. So then I had to change my VR chat username. I had to change everything about me because people every time, literally, every time I'll go on VR chat, literally people will bomb me with all these hates. I had to change everything, my username, everything. But y'all, that's the end of the video.